A good hello and welcome back to Life is Strange. This is episode 5. Last time we had a good chat with Chloe in the diner and proved that we had special abilities before coming to the scrapyard and shooting a gun, at the end of which we bled from the nose and passed out.
You freaked me out there. Do you feel any better now?
A little. Thanks for helping me. Just give me a minute.
Too much action for Arcadia?
Maybe not enough. This is kind of fun. Scary and stupid, but fun.
Let me know when you feel okay.
God, this power really messes with my head. I'm glad I feel normal again. I better go chat up Chloe.
And at the beginning of the last episode, we had a good chat with Kate, telling her to go to the police about what happened. So we're going to end up following that up at some point, I'm sure. But for now, let's catch up on what we need to read. Now, this will be a bit of a shorter episode than normal, as I'm running tight on time today. But hopefully that's okay with all of you, and hopefully I can make up for that with the next episode being a bit longer. I ran into Warren, or rather, Warren was waiting to run into me. Naturally, he wanted to know what the hell happened in the parking lot with Chloe and Nathan Snow. Once again, I felt like a dick because I shouldn't have gotten hold of Warren to see if he was okay. Rather, we just left him in the lot. I do owe Warren. I only told him a little about what was going on with Nathan. The less he knows, the better for him. I would love to at least tell him about my ability to fucking reverse time and space, but ironically, I don't think it's the right time or space. Besides, he would want to marry me immediately just so he could have his own human time machine, or capture me for scientific experiments, or make me go to the drive-in with him. Oh wait, I did say I would go to the drive-in with him. Hope he doesn't make a lame move on me. Not that he would, egomaniac. Warren and I do have a lot in common, but he's like a super cool geek brother. Anyway, I definitely need a movie escape. Before catching the bus out to meet Chloe, I saw Nathan talking to David, which made me nervous. Otherwise, I had a nice soundtracked ride to the Two Whales diner. Talk about going back in time. I haven't seen the diner in 5 years, but it looks exactly the same. Although now there are way less fishermen and way more dumped food carts than than when we were kids. Chloe and I had the best backdrop to play pirate, old ships, and big ocean. Chloe was late, duh. So I was happy to be distracted by seeing Joyce again. The diner is like a museum piece, except with customers. Better still, the food hasn't changed at all. Joyce seemed really glad to see me again, and she didn't give me a guilt trip for not staying in touch. After William died, she wanted to move forward with a new life and husband. Chloe doesn't want to accept that. Joyce wasn't happy about Chloe getting busted with weed. I really should have stepped up and taken the hit instead of Chloe. I feel bad that Joyce has to defend David for laying the smackdown on his own stepdaughter. William was always so kind and gentle with us. Can't even imagine how Chloe would be if he hadn't died. So much drama and I haven't even finished my breakfast. Finally, Chloe showed up, more bubbly than I would have thought after almost getting killed in a bathroom yesterday. Makes me happy to see her smile, but that smile meant trouble, since all she really wanted was for me to show off my rewind power. So I did, and I have to admit, I felt like a total boss. Except I did start feeling weak and woozy around the more I rewound. I even got a nosebleed, which kinda freaked me out. Chloe always wants more, so she demanded we go to her top secret lair. She still had to get pissed off at me because I dared to answer Kate's call. I'm not a fan of Chloe's petulant side. She tried to make me feel like an ass, but screw that. Kate was so happy I answered. I actually felt worse for her. Chloe has to know I can have two friends at once. Just when I thought shit couldn't get crazier, Chloe took me to her secret lair, the city dump. Perfect for Halloween, like where the vehicle and appliance ghosts of Arcadia Bay come to rot and rust. Urban dystopia porn, but instead of taking cool photos, Chloe had me do some silly, kinda fun gun tricks. And then I passed out. Okay. So, yeah, let's, do we just move on now? There's not really anything else to do here. We saw a ghost deer up there last time, after shooting the gun for a while. And we already interacted with everything. I don't think there's any need to continue looking around, is there? We saw her inside this building and everything that goes on in here. Eat shit and live.
Thanks for the tip.
Yeah, I don't know that there's any reason to hang around any longer. So I'll go talk to Chloe now, and we'll, I guess, continue the plot. But look at her first.
Look at her. Chloe can even chill out playing with a gun.
Yeah, I'm quite disturbed by how readily available
Looks like
guns
you're ready to
are.
lock and load.
I don't know about
But
this.
that might have
you
to
afraid
do
of
with
getting in
being
trouble?
Australian.
Oh, boo-hoo, Max is afraid. I know you can handle this, and I'm here to guide you. Make me proud, sister.
Hey, it's Thelma and Louise. Or is it Bonnie and Clyde?
Excuse us, Frank.
Oh, sorry, Chloe. Don't let me get in the way of your bonding. I heard the gunshots and the breaking glass. It's cute that you're playing with guns. Just like me at your age.
We're not anything alike, man.
We both need money. In fact, you need it so bad, you owe me a shitload, don't you, Chloe? Huh?
You'll get your money.
Don't they all say that? You know, even when they're broke and acting tough? What are you hiding there, girlie? Let me see.
Where did you get that bracelet?
A friend, and it's none of your goddamn business. You're my business now.
That's
and I...
Rachel's bracelet. Why the fuck are you wearing her bracelet?
Calm yourself, all right? It was a gift.
No, it wasn't. You stole that shit. Give it to me right now, asshole.
You better step back before you regret it, girl.
Okay,
I
we're
mean
gonna
it.
have to
You want me
rewind
to cut
time
you,
soon.
bitch?
Please. Please step back.
You're kidding. Put that down.
I'm not going to shoot. I think that's
Come on,
a bad
girlie.
idea.
Shoot me.
No.
Ah, Christ. You're more like Abbott and Costello. Nice piece. I'll consider this interest on your loan. Thanks. You have until Friday to pay me, or I'll track you down with this interest. Have a good play, kids.
I don't like the guy. He seems like a dick.
You really stood your ground.
I freaked. I don't like guns.
It'll be hard to keep Nathan off my ass. My step-shit will have his other gun sealed in an electrified bunker by now.
Sorry, Chloe. I've never held a gun on a human being before. Not cool.
I know, Max. Really. I'm actually relieved it worked out this way instead. And there are more guns out there. Let's blow. My secret lair didn't feel secret today. At least Frank is gone. He won't fuck with us again. He just wants his money.
Okay.
Oh, man. Frank took Chloe's gun because of me.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad we don't have it anymore, if I'm honest. There's a part of me that...
Why did Frank have Rachel's bracelet? We need to talk about this later, but I better follow Chloe now.
Let's see what the other outcome is, just to see it. But, like, Contrary to popular belief, guns are not illegal in Australia entirely. They are very regulated, but not illegal. So when I was 14, we had a gun at that point in time, because I didn't realise there was a photo opportunity. Because I was part of a gun club, and I had a probationary gun license, which meant that my dad had to have one in order for mine to actually mean anything at all. And so the gun wasn't technically mine, but I was the one who used it more because Dad was only part of the gun club and shooting to allow me to do so when I was 14. Then winter came along, and because of the laws here and how often you have to shoot, my hand, and the gun club was an outdoors one. My hands froze and hurt a hell of a lot, but we had to keep shooting to keep it up. And in the end, by the end of winter, we just gave up and sold the gun and let the licenses expire, basically. Because you have to go shooting. I think it's once a month at least. And so yeah, winter, those 3 months there were rough, cold, wet, really freeze you over. But you know, there are very, very strict rules and regulations on owning it and firing it, and you're taught the safeties of it all. And if you're not accurate enough during your once a month shooting, you can also lose your license for that. It basically makes sure everyone who has one knows precisely what they're doing with it and when and why they're allowed to use it. It is very, very, much on the side of, hey, guns are dangerous. Let's make sure those who have them know why they're dangerous and know why they shouldn't be using them in most situations. So it's very, the laws don't prevent you from having them. They just require you to know what you're doing with them and keep up with continued practice. And I don't think that that's a bad thing. I think that's a good thing because it means that people and kids who are irresponsible are far less likely to end up with them in their hands. That's my opinion on it. Yes, I know that it's a sensitive subject in the United States, and that, it's probably gone so far that it's very hard to turn back on at this stage, because once you start taking them away, you're going to be left with some people have them, some people don't. I mean, Australia was in that boat for a while, but we got past that into a much safer environment on the other side. So, it is possible, even when it's at this stage. I think it's difficult, and I don't think the work's willing to be put in, and I think there are advantages to having them. I know that in Australia we don't have self-defense laws the same way you do in the United States, or possibly some other countries as well. Our self-defense laws are very terrible. I hate the self-defense laws here. They are, basically, you can only apply as much force as is applied against you. It's basically self-defense of equal force. So you cannot... So killing someone in self-defense is not actually self-defense in terms of what's counted as self-defense in Australia, because you're not applying equal force, you're applying greater force. For it to be self-defense, they would have had to have killed you first, which meant you couldn't kill them. Basically, killing in self-defense is not self-defense in Australia. It means that, yeah, equal force means if you get stabbed, finally you're allowed to retaliate and stab them. Or if they break your arm, okay, now I'm allowed to break their arm. If they push me, I can push them. It's stupid. It's, hey, you've broken into my house and I can do nothing to make you leave unless you physically attack me. Like, I cannot force you out of my house unless you physically attack me, which means my only recourse is to call the police and hope they get here in time to make you leave and give back my stuff that you're trying to steal. Like, it's stupid. The fact that, in all technicality, I mean, luckily we have a fairly decent society and it doesn't happen in most places, but like, in all technicality, someone could walk into your house in Australia, start stealing shit, and there's nothing you can do about it unless they try to attack you. Or you will get charged instead of them. Yeah. It's dumb. It's really dumb.
Are you ready to do this?
We should jet
We
before.
have plenty of time
But
to do
let's see
anything
the
we want
alternate
whenever
outcome
we
here.
want. Make me
Okay. And then we'll go back and remove the gun again.
That is hilarious. Oh, man. I'll remember you, kid. I'll remember you almost shot me. And you'll wish I had no memory because I never forget. You have until Friday to pay me. Don't ever pull crap like this again. It'll be the last time you do. Try bullets next time, brainiacs.
Sorry.
You are awesome. Thanks for standing up for me. Let's blow. My secret lair didn't feel secret today. At least Frank is gone. He won't fuck with us again. He just wants his money.
Jesus, I almost shot this guy. And now he'll be more dangerous to Chloe and me.
Yeah. Yeah. I still want to go with not shooting him. I kind of like that, you know, she's happy that we stood up for her there, but the result in the end really isn't worthwhile.
Come on.
Okay, we're gonna stick with not shooting because I'm very much not okay with shooting him just because he's an ass. You know, if he was a lot worse than an ass.
So sad to look at a grounded boat. I wonder who owned that and where they are now.
Like, if he actually did kill Rachel, then I'm much more inclined to shoot him. But with just being an ass, we're moving on. If I can work out where the hell did Chloe go? Into that building, maybe?
Oh, poor thing. They left you here all alone.
Sorry for the rant about guns and gun laws. That was an old one, but
This looks like a graffiti museum for Chloe and Rachel.
maybe
I bet I can find out more about Rachel here.
we did. We have to.
I don't want to intrude, but I was here. I can't see Chloe playing with makeup.
Did we take a picture of that already? That's not something to take a picture of. Okay. Oh, we have 2 new people on here as well. Okay, Joyce. Talking to Joyce after 5 years was almost as intense as seeing Chloe again. Especially right back in the old 2 Wales diner. That clinking of silverware and smell of sizzling bacon rewound me back to being a kid, hanging out there with my parents for breakfast. I remember her always smiling at Chloe, even in mischief. Doubt she smiles at her hijinks now, but they still banter like mother and daughter. I moved to Seattle soon after William died, that I never saw how it affected Joyce. I'm glad she's not pissed at me for being selfish and never looking back. I can still remember the last time Chloe and I saw him alive. I wonder how Joyce relives that day. That's the worst kind of rewind, the one that you can't control, but If I could go back to that moment, what would I do? I can only imagine how Joyce ended up with David Madsen. Talk about opposites. You can tell she loves him, disturbing as that sounds. Maybe she just wanted a more structured life for herself. Obviously it didn't work out that way with Chloe. I hope they both treat her right. Joyce deserves the best. Frank. I'll never forget Frank, if only because he's the first and last person I will ever aim a gun at. How did Chloe end up in this sketchy drug dealer's orbit? The weird thing is that when I first saw him threatening Chloe in the junkyard, I was more shocked at how uncreepy he looked. What do you mean, uncreepy? I expected some try-hard gangster, but he looked more like a dumpster diving troll. Which I guess he kind of is, since we were on his turf, testing out my rewind skills for Chloe's amusement. Though he didn't look like a serial killer, his vibe, energy, aura, whatever, was bad. I could literally feel the hair on my arms prickling. He wanted the money Chloe owed him, so it didn't make sense he would hurt her, but I wasn't going to take a chance. So yeah, I actually threatened him with David's gun. Ridiculous. Fortunately, none of us ended up like Reservoir Dogs. And I saw that maybe Frank isn't as scary as I thought. She's watched Reservoir Dogs? Surprising, but okay. But I didn't want Chloe near him ever again, since he was wearing one of the Rachel Amber's bracelets for whatever the fuck reasons. I doubt Chloe will be parting with him anymore, but he's at the top of our suspect list now. I highly doubt it was him. There's nothing new here. Yeah, okay, so where are we going? Where did Chloe run off to? There.
Chloe's waiting to go for a walk. We both need a timeout from here.
Okay, let's move on to the next environment.
I can't believe you basically gave him my gun. Here you go, Frank.
You can't keep getting mad at me, especially for stupid shit.
I'm not mad. It adds up in my mind as people letting me down.
Gee.
I just liked having that gun, man.
Now you have me to protect you.
I'm just glad you were here.
Me too, I think. Chloe, why the hell are you hanging around scary losers like Frank? It's weird.
Let's take a break and I'll talk. Feels like a different world, huh? I
Why
wish
are we
could stay
lying on
forever.
train tracks? There's an active train! We saw it come through!
Can we build
That's
another pirate fort and keep the world out?
We need a new secret hangout. At least Frank wouldn't find us. Are you okay, Max?
I'm still freaked out about what happened. That was awful, Chloe.
I'm sorry. But Frank isn't as hardcore as he fronts. All he cares about is his cash, stash, and mangy dog.
Chloe, are you for reals? Frank just took your gun and threatened us. He's armed and clearly dangerous.
Max, I know. Crazy shit is the new normal for me. That's why I plan to leave Arcadia Bay without paying Frank off.
Now, tell me exactly what's going on between you and Frank. Does he have a last name?
Frank Bowers. Obviously don't get my pot from you, remember? Anyway, Frank and I kind of hung out.
Hung out? You don't mean you...
Oh, no, we didn't have sex. Gross, man. He never even tried. I just made the mistake of borrowing money so Rachel and I could bail out of here.
That's it?
No. I want to know how Frank got Rachel's bracelet. What do you think?
I don't know anymore. My brain is so fried from all this. I need a mental enema.
It's so weird talking to you about this insane crap. We haven't hung out this much since we were tweens, and it's like no time has passed. I wish Rachel was here to meet you.
Do you think that Rachel and I would have been friends?
You're not that different. She has a great eye for images and for art.
Had.
Plus, she's a smartass like you. We would all be hella best friends forever.
I know she must be as cool as you are. I have no doubt we'll meet soon.
Railroad tracks always make me feel better. I
Why?
have no idea why.
Why are you lying on active
Kerouac,
railroad tracks?
It's the romance of travel and movement. The sound of the train whistle at night.
Look at the beat poet here.
I'd rather be a good photographer.
You are. You just have to stop being afraid.
Perfect.
Back to the storm again. Now we're in a different place. Or maybe we're not.
Max! Help! I'm stuck!
Hold on, Chloe. What's that noise?
Take the damn boot off. What do you think the noise
shit.
is?
Max, you can't just yank Chloe out like a superhero.
I don't want to die here!
I can't even move it an inch.
Hurry!
I need to pull the switching lever right now.
Please,
with
get me
what?
out of here!
I'm trying. I'm gonna give us some more time. Quite literally. Okay, we need fuse box.
Come on, Max!
Open.
Awesome, it's not locked. I better find a tool to cut those wires.
Oh, come on. Where? There's really not a lot of room here. I'm trying, Chloe.
Nope, I don't want to go there.
Okay. See, this is why I'm concerned about lying down on railroad tracks.
Max, get me out of here! Max!
Okay,
Hurry!
I'm trying.
Shit, I can't budget at
Why
all.
is everything locked? This is stupid. Why are we lying down on railroad tracks to begin with? Whose bright idea was this?
A crowbar. This is exactly what I can definitely use this bad boy.
Give us as much time as possible. Right. Crowbar, get the door open.
Score.
Hurry!
Yes, pliers. Now I can pull a total MacGyver.
Nothing else in here? Cool. Let's go. Let's give ourselves as much time. We got a crowbar and pliers. Crowbar that.
I can't even move it with this crowbar? For real?
Okay.
Come on, Max! Hurry!
Pliers.
But which wire to cut?
Well, let's try one.
Please, get me out of here!
Now that's the right cable.
That was the right one? Well, that's surprising.
Yes, I did it. You okay?
You saved me again. Crazy. Now we're totally bonded for life.
Damn. That was close.
Yeah,
Aren't
maybe.
you glad I took you away to a nice, quiet, desolate spot?
It was cool to spend time in your lair, but I have to get back to school before my next class.
Since you're the mysterious superhero, I'll be your faithful chauffeur and companion.
My powers might not last, Chloe.
That's okay. We will. Forever.
Gee. Just. My lighting was going bad. I'm going to fix that real quick, if it'll let me pause. And while we're at it, let's continue reading here. Until the guy Chloe owes money to showed up, some skeevy geek named Frank, he demanded Chloe pay him back, or else. I was shocked that he wasn't the loan shark I had expected, but I could literally feel his bad vibe. I still can't see how my best friend ended up involved with a loser like Frank. Things got truly crazy when Frank took Chloe's gun, or should I say David's gun. And now we have to worry about one more lunatic after Chloe, and maybe me. Chloe really flipped out when she saw that Frank was wearing one of Rachel Amber's bracelets. That means we definitely have another suspect. This is not how I intended to spend my time back in Arcadia Bay. After all that Dramarama, volume 33, Chloe and I ended up taking a walk along the tracks deep in the woods. We both needed to hear nothing but the sounds of nature and wildlife. I was shaking inside from our encounter with Frank, and though Chloe fronts tough, I could tell she was shaken too. She told me everything about Frank, which explains why she was trying to blackmail Nathan. It shocks me that the girl I grew up with watching SpongeBob ended up in such a scary orbit. Still, I feel safer with her at my side and was glad we had a moment peace. So, it probably wasn't the best idea to lay down on the tracks and wax about life, etc., as Chloe's leg got caught in the rail just as the damn train showed up. Of course, I was trying to take a photo for my portfolio, and then had another quick flash of my tornado vision. I could see it, almost feel it, tearing the sky apart. My head felt like it was exploding, just like in that 80s film Scanners. Just as fast as the vision came in, it disappeared. I may be in denial about what this apocalyptic image means or doesn't. Then I heard Chloe screaming for help, and I was shitting kittens. Her foot was stuck in the damned rail, and naturally the train was coming round the mountain. I was pretty proud of myself for coming up with a drastic, if not destructive, solution to saving Chloe once again. But just in case this journal ever falls into the wrong hands, it's going to remain our BFF secret, so there. Our morning adventure over, Chloe dropped me off back at campus. She was so sweet and said that this had been the best week of her life despite everything. That made me feel so awesome. Chloe really sees us like we're taking over the world, but what if I hadn't been able to use my rewind power to get her off the tracks? Chloe might have to lower her expectations, and so will I.
Thanks for the ride, Chloe. Right on time for my art lesson.
Thanks for coming with me. Sorry to be so boring.
Nothing exciting ever happens to us, right?
Listen, your rewind power has to be connected to that snow yesterday. That might explain your tornado vision.
Explain what? Snow equals a ginormous twister that takes out Arcadia Bay? You're high.
Wake up, Max. You saved my life twice now. You altered the course of my destiny, yours, and whoever. Do you know about chaos theory?
What do you know about chaos theory, Miss I Hate Math?
5 years ago, asswipe. Some people change. And your situation is the perfect storm for quantum physics.
Why me? I'm just a geek girl in some small town.
A perfect example of strange attractors? Don't they teach you kids anything at Blackwell? We have a tornado, rewind power, and freak snow. Hello, Armageddon. So let's party with your power, Rockstar!
Like you said, Professor Price, a superhero needs a sidekick.
How can it be such a shitty week and yet one of the best of my life?
Because we're back in action again.
Okay. Sure, whose class have we got right now? Or have we only got photography class and that's it?
I have a little time before Mr. Jefferson's class, so I can do some wandering.
Okay, well, if we're doing some wandering, let's go see you.
So are you going to that vortex?
I swear, Principal Wells always looks distressed.
Sir?
Outfit?
Oh, hello, Max. I hope this isn't about the alleged gun incident.
Alleged? Nathan did have a gun. Have you talked to him yet?
Yes, he's deeply upset about this accusation. I don't blame him. Once I have all the facts, we'll talk. For the moment, focus on your schoolwork.
I can't focus when I'm scared.
Please don't say that. There's nothing to be scared of
Oh,
at Blackwell
you
Academy.
fool
Our head of
a
security is
person.
overseeing a new era of campus safety.
I saw Mr. Madsen hassle Kate Marsh yesterday.
Wait. Do you see a pattern here, Max?
Probably not the same one you see.
It's very easy for you to instantly accuse people of doing terrible things. Nathan, Mr. Madsen, who's next? Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a meeting.
Oh, you are a piece of shit. And I'm going to undo that because you won't listen regardless, so there's no point in putting myself in more trouble here with you stupid
No.
freaking prick.
Never mind.
Glad to see you weren't about to accuse another student of something or other. Now, if you'll excuse me.
You absolute prick of a person.
Sir? Alleged?
Yes?
I can't...
Please don't.
Mr. Madsen already treats everybody here like they're under surveillance.
Wait. Do you see a pattern here, Max?
Probably not the same one.
It's very...
You are a shit person. I'm taking that back and I'm going with the
Sir?
other option. I'm going to...
Alleged?
Yeah.
I
You
can't...
know what? Screw you, dude. Let's push everything to its max and have Nathan shoot the damn gun.
Justin always looks stoned.
We can get him to shoot the gun,
If I was normal,
then we have proof.
I'd be super excited
We
about
just have
going
to
a
avoid
major
getting
shindig.
shot. Although she is the most clumsy person in existence, because she can't catch a thing after seeing where it will fall the first time. And she has infinite attempts to catch it.
Zachary always looks like he's ready to throw a football. Hello, Zach.
Sup, Max? It's weird to not see you without your camera.
I'm always taking pictures with my eyes.
I bet. As long as you don't talk to everybody about all that shit with the sext in Victoria.
I won't. That's what Victoria wanted.
Yeah, I noticed she kind of set up her own drama, even if it fucks her over. Weird.
She doesn't have to, though.
That's what I don't get at all. When she's hot, rich, talented, what more does she need? Anyway, see you at the game Friday, Max. Hey, bro, later.
I want to know what else there is to say there.
Hello.
Let's see.
I bet.
It's over. Just another Blackwell mini-drama.
You mean stupid shit. Man, I just don't get Victoria. What does she want?
Probably for all of us to talk about her. Like now.
Then let's not. You're pretty smart, Max. See you at the game Friday.
Blackwell sure takes its swimming seriously. But otters are cute. Go otters.
We already
You can really
looked
learn a
through
lot
this,
about a
right?
school by the weird shit posted on the boards.
Yeah, that's the same stuff as last time, I think.
Look at these trophies. Gotta give it up for those Bigfoots.
Gee,
They do stomp.
there's a lot of really shit people in this world, isn't there? In terms of the game
I'm going
world.
to find out what happened to you, Rachel. Does anybody believe this shit?
This is where the shit gets real, don't miss it. Stop being a loser, okay? Can't speak to either of them. Hey there, Samuel. Nope, can't speak to Samuel.
If I was normal, I'd be super excited about going to a major shindig. Join us, or die. Courtney will do anything for Victoria and the Vortex Club. Hey, Courtney.
Ciao, Max. No photos, please. I have to come up with a guest list for a Vortex Club soiree.
Really?
Oh, like you care.
I'm not anti-soiree.
You seem anti-fashion, though. A
Well,
Vortex
why
Club
is
party
everyone
has a
such a
strict
prick?
dress code. Do you even have a dress? Sorry, but nice try.
Yeah, let's get ourselves some extra options here.
Hey, Courtney.
Really?
Oh, like,
I'm sure the Vortex Club has a dress code. As you can see, I would need your advice on what to wear.
thanks, Max. I didn't think you noticed high fashion. Tell you what, I'll put you down on the guest list, and before the party, I can give you some tips.
Cool. Thanks, Courtney.
I'll send you the party info later. Back to the list.
Yeah, it might have consequences, but I'm trying to make
So you
everyone
can almost shoot somebody on Monday and party on Friday? Prescott Power.
I'm trying to... Why is it called End of the World Party? They don't know about the storm yet. That's weird. Anyway, like, I'm trying to make everyone the best versions of themselves, because everyone has a good person inside them, except maybe this principal who is an absolute prick. Well, no, he's not. He's trying to do the right thing, he's just a freaking idiot. And seems to let money do the talking for him.
Trevor surveys his domain. If only I knew what David Madsen was real. Excuse me, Mr. Madsen?
Do you mind if we talk about what happened yesterday with Chloe?
You hit Chloe.
I'm sure she told you why. Did she mention she probably stole one of my guns?
You're a combat veteran. She's no threat to you.
If I didn't care about her, I wouldn't care at all. When I was her age, I was out raising a lot more hell. She's better than that. All you kids are. So is Kate Marsh.
What about Kate?
You stepped between us at a pretty bad time. She's another matter entirely.
Kate hasn't done anything wrong.
Max, this isn't just about Kate Marsh. My concern is for the safety of all Blackwell students, including you.
That'll take more than surveillance cameras.
It will take more than Ms. Grant and her petition to find missing students.
Isn't that your responsibility as head of security? Unless you know something about Rachel Amber that nobody else does.
I don't want to fight with you anymore. I don't want to fight with anyone anymore. That's all, Max.
Interesting. He does... It seems like he cares,
Excuse
he's
me,
just a
Mr.
bit of
Madsen?
a dick about
Do you
it.
mind if we talk about what happened yesterday
doesn't-
with Chloe?
You hit Chloe.
Okay, I don't know why I didn't choose the other...
But you treat Kate pretty bad.
You stepped between us at a pretty bad time.
Kate hasn't done any...
Max, it will...
Is-
I don't... You best not bother chatting me up now.
Okay, let's try that again. Let's see.
don't think so. And you hit Chloe.
I'm sure she told you why.
Okay, so basically, this is a conversation that really doesn't
What
have doesn't have choices, because it plays out the same way either way.
I d-
Okay. Warren. Hey girl, sit down. Science now. I'm in the sci-fi lab. Now, I'm no Schrodinger's kitty, see you
I still have
soon.
time. I could go see Warren playing mad scientist in the lab. Luke is always using the phone as a shield to avoid people.
Okay.
That reminds me, I have to score some weed from Nathan.
Juliet is laying the smackdown on Zachary.
Okay. Is that the science lab? Yep, okay. What else is there?
I love how Evan is so above the Vortex Club and everything else.
Yo, Maxwell Smart. Talk later, cool?
Yep, that's cool. Hang on, I'm trying to listen to the conversation Kate's having.
Leave me alone.
You have to talk to me, Kate.
Why? It's all over. Like me.
Knock off this martyr crap.
What do you want from me?
I want you to be honest.
Nobody believes me anyway.
Stop acting so brittle.
Being on a viral
Dude.
video does that.
Maybe this is your way of getting attention.
That's really
Fuck
mean.
off,
So
dude.
You can't help me?
I'm trying, but you have to understand my position.
Why? You don't understand mine. Nobody does. Nobody.
Kate. Kate, I'm here. Hey. No. Dude, why is everyone assuming
Stop.
it's her fault?
Don't come near me.
I'm here for you. Come on. You fucking prick. Why is everyone... Dude. This is your favorite teacher? What an absolute dickhead.
I hate having everybody see inside my locker.
I mean, I don't know much about lockers. We didn't have them at the school I was at. Not to say that they're not in Australia. I'm sure they are. Just not at any of the schools I went to.
Getting attention.
That's really mean, Miss. So you can't help me?
I'm trying, but you have to understand my position.
This is a science
Why?
class.
You don't understand mine. Nobody.
I bet Mr. Jefferson has had to deal with a lot of trouble. Sorry to bother you, Mr. Jefferson.
I'm only bothered when you avoid turning in photos, but you know this. So what can I do for you, Max?
Just between you and me, I'm worried about Kate Marsh.
That's no secret. Word on the street is that you and Kate had a little confrontation with our security chief yesterday.
I stepped in between David Madsen barking all up in Kate's face about something. She doesn't deserve that.
Of course not. Mr. Madsen isn't the most gentle soul. Do you have proof he instigated the situation?
My word isn't good enough? The one time I choose not to take a picture.
Always take the shot. My #1 rule of photography. And Max, I promise this matter is being discussed by the faculty. I assume you know about this viral video?
Kate is freaked out by all of this. She can't do homework while she's being tormented on a daily basis.
What if Kate brought this on herself?
She
She
didn't.
means well, but maybe she doth protest too much. She seems like she's holding back the
Dude.
truth. Have you talked to her?
Yes, I talked to her on the phone today. She needs friends and support now. I just don't want Kate Marsh to become the next Rachel Amber.
Rachel Amber? What does she have to do with Kate?
With all her missing persons posters around, it's hard not to think of her.
I miss Rachel too. But think about yourself, Max. Principal Wells told me about what you said happened in the bathroom.
It did.
It did happen. Nathan Prescott had a gun in the girls' bathroom yesterday.
This is a serious accusation, Max.
So you don't believe me? I would never make something like this up.
I'd like to believe that, Max. It just seems like there's a lot of drama around you this week.
Listen, should I...
Excuse me, Max. Hello? Yes? Hold on. I have to take this, so just go into class and I'll be there soon. Yes.
Stella is smart to stay out of all the drama.
Vogue.
Dana, you are out of control.
It's hard to not like Hayden because he just doesn't give a shit.
How do
I'm kind of doing something now, Max.
Okay.
That's a great sketch of Dana. Daniel is the real deal.
He's a good artist, it looks like. Take all the photos I can. Can we choose one to hand in, or do we have to wait until Friday to do that?
Alyssa really lives for her classes.
Not now, Max. I'm contemplating shit.
Okay.
Dana is ready for her 15 minutes of fame.
No time to talk, Max. Do you
Posing
think
in
Max will be
progress.
pissed we're sitting at her desk?
Oh, I'm sure she'll report us to the principal. Like I give a
Can't
flying
believe the
fuck.
principal lets him stay in school after I told him what
Like he
happened.
gives a shit.
Anybody does. Max is such a little...
Shh, I think she can hear us.
Even if Victoria ignores me, I'm glad.
Better be quiet, Victoria. We have a master snitch and liar here.
Did you think we were best friends forever or something?
Not at all, Victoria.
Max is such an attention whore.
You would know. Can I sit down now?
Oh, please do. Take a selfie of this moment.
Yeah, Max, so I won't forget you.
Assholes.
Really? Okay. Can we speak to you at all, Taylor? Probably
No
not.
time to talk, Max. Art in progress.
Okay, let's go see Warren out there real quick.
Teacher, I have to go.
In science class. Hey, dude.
Bring me the brain, Igor.
There's so many shit people in this.
Big brain, think.
There's Mr. Wizard hard at work. Hey, Warren. Are you okay? You look thoughtful yet confused.
Maxwell Silver Hammer. Perfect timing. I need help with this chemical experiment.
Asking me for help means you're screwed.
I have to add either a bit of potassium or sodium. It's up to you to decide, Dr. Max.
To what?
I have a vision. Go Diem.
Godium? That's the worst pun I've ever heard. Yet Max has spoken. Sodium it is.
Bang.
Damn, zip. This can't be that hard.
Hey, Warren. Are you okay? Ask.
Okay, let's try.
I'm not sure why you're letting me decide your fate, but go potassium.
Potassium it shall be. If this works, you get a free hug.
Really? If I don't want a hug.
Weird science. Yes, I am a scientist. Fuck.
Okay.
Hi, Miss Grant.
Funny, I was just thinking about you, Max. Thanks again for taking a stand against camera surveillance here. Every signature counts.
Miss Grant, can I ask you a possibly dumb science question?
You know my stock teacher answer. There are no dumb questions. Ask away.
Would you add potassium or sodium to a chemical mix for this week's experiment?
Neither. Unless you want a face full of powder. I would add chlorine.
Okay.
I'm just thinking about all the autumn photos I want to take.
Oh, this is my favorite time of year. I do love the season change. This whole campus is a visual delight. I know Mr. Jefferson loves to shoot around here.
You must know Mr. Jefferson pretty well by now.
I certainly know him as a talented artist and terrific teacher. I've been here a little longer, but he's made a bigger mark. I have to say, it's not quite autumn enough yet.
What about that snow yesterday? What's your scientific explanation?
Our climate is moving beyond explanation. Of course, some of the tribes here might see it different.
How's your campaign going?
You signed the petition, now it's your campaign too. Thanks for stepping up. More people would rather send a text than sign a petition. That's how they keep us all distracted. Nobody will notice cameras on every square foot.
I know. I really hope you keep those cameras from taking over Blackwell.
Max, with students like you, we sure will.
I'm sorry, Miss Grant, but I have to get going.
Go on, Max. We'll talk again. Real soon.
Okay, back we go. Okay, let's give you the right answer, Warren.
There's Mr. Wizard hard at work.
Hey, Warren.
Maxwell?
Okay, let's tell you about the chlorine.
Wrong, Warren. You need to add chlorine, not potassium or sodium.
Chlorine? I didn't think of that. Can't argue with a confident scientist. Let's try it. Eureka!
It's always come out of the same
He's got
beaker,
it.
which
No,
doesn't
you
make
got
any
it.
sense.
Don't be so modest, Dr. Caulfield.
Oh, you guys really broke the bounds of science.
Okay.
That was fun helping Warren. He's pretty cute when he's in full-on geek mode.
Really?
Check out the big brain
I
on
mean,
Max.
whatever you like.
You might be the next Heisenberg of Blackwell.
Brooke always kind of pretends like I'm almost not there. Why?
Howdy, Brooke.
Hi, Max. Making your daily rounds?
I'm helping Warren with his latest experiment.
Oh, I guess he needed a neophyte assistant so he wouldn't be threatened. But you came to his rescue anyway.
Apparently, it's my nature.
Yet Warren ignores the experts right in front of him. Not that he would ask me for help anyway.
How is your drone?
Miss Grant busted me flying it over the parking lot. She's all jacked up about surveillance bullshit. Like I was spying on Warren's new car.
You already planted a GPS on him?
I borrowed the one he has on you.
I hate to hit and run, but...
Don't let me get in your way. So long.
Okay. Yeah, it's some weird conversations, but...
Howdy, Brooke.
Okay, let's see. Let's just speed through that so that...
Not me. Warren doesn't need my help.
The boy knows things.
Okay.
You already... I hate...
Don't let me...
Okay, let's go back to the right class, and I'm assuming we're late now. Nope, he's still on the phone. Okay, well, we know what's happening here. You can get up out of my fucking seat, please.
Better be quiet, Victoria. We have a master
Okay. I think that was a save point, right? That's what that little scrolling thing in the corner means. Anyway, we're going to leave it here for this episode, because I don't really have a lot more time today. Well, Kate's upset outside.
Okay, why is David taking photos of Kate? Now this is so wrong and weird.
Yes. We're going to leave it there. Thank you for joining me for this episode of Life is Strange. Have a good one, be kind to yourself, be kind to each other, and I will see you next time. Bye.